Hello guys, my name is Karina. Welcome back to my channel. How are you doing? I wanted to film a video about running out of stock because unfortunately / fortunately it has happened to me once or twice, not too crazy amount of times, but the times it did happen. Yes, you lose sales, but I wanted to let you guys know, like, how bad is it actually to run out of stock? Like, is it really that dramatic? Should you really be that panicked? You know, things like that. And to be honest guys, it's really not that bad. Like, people hype it up like you will literally lose your leg if you run out of stock. And yes, it sucks because you're losing sales and your sales history is a little bit down. But at the same time, it's not that bad of a problem to have. You're running out of stock. That means you are making sales, right? That's kind of my mentality about it. And it is so trivial that honestly guys, it's not gonna make or break your business. What's gonna make or break your business is actually the effort you put into it. And running out of stock is not what's going to kill your sales and make you like banished from Amazon and literally lose everything and never be able to private label on Amazon ever again. Like, that's not what it is. What will happen is if you stop taking care of your business and then you just completely forget about it, or you don't learn new strategies, and then you don't look at your competition and see what they're doing and then improve your product based on that. Like, that's what's gonna make you lose. But running out of stock for a few days, for a few weeks, like, you're gonna get back up there. If your product is good, like, you will literally get back up on the first page. Like, this happened to me. Literally, this happened to me. I dropped off of page 1. I went to like page 2 because I ran out of stock for like a good week, which seems scary. And I thought that I was a little bit worried. I just didn't like the fact that I was losing all the money I could have been making in those days, and that's totally my bad for not calculating properly with the situation. Like, it's always good to do it in advance. They also, in my defense, they had some weird holiday that delayed my shipment by 3 days. But still, like, you want to plan ahead for those types of things, because sometimes in China they have random holidays they throw out at you, like Boat Day, or I don't know, sometimes they just literally have random holidays and I only find out about them when I'm already placing an order, and then it's like, sorry, we're delayed 4 days. So that kind of happens sometimes. But what happened guys was that you don't want to run out of stock for like months, but if it's for a few days, like, you will literally get back up there. It depends how competitive your like niche is and how well the other sellers are doing. But if you have solid reviews, like if you just launched and you just ran out of stock, that's like a little bit scary because you're still kind of like getting in there. But literally, if you have good reviews, if you have a great product, if you got on the first page and people are buying your product, why wouldn't they buy your product again when you come back a few days later? You're already doing better than most people on Amazon since you're on the first page and making sales. So why, when you come back in stock, why would you not get back there again? And that's literally exactly what happened to me, is that I fell off because literally my product wasn't there, and then it took like a day or two and I was back at it, like no drastic, intense, crazy changes. And basically what I did when I was foreseeing myself running out of stock is I just stopped my advertising. I stopped my PPC, because why spend the money to make those sales when you know, when I'm already low on inventory and I would get those organic sales anyway. So that just saved me a little bit of money. And then that's basically what I did. And another time I tested my price. I raised it by a few dollars to see how well I would sell if I was a little higher. And actually I sold more, which kind of, you know, defeated the purpose of trying to keep my inventory. But it's just, all in all guys, it's not that big of a deal. Like, you will lose the money on the sales, and maybe sometimes you might have to do a relaunch, which is kind of the bad thing if you're just starting out and if you're in a competitive like niche and then you fall out of the page 1. The scary thing is that like you literally lose your sales history and then you have to like relaunch and get back on page 1. But in my case, like, I've been selling for a bit, not even that long, but it just, all I had to do is just put my listing back up and it just took off. Like, because Amazon stores the sales history. Don't think that like as soon as you're selling, you have the sales history and they know how well you're doing, and then you stop for a few days and then all is gone, all is lost. They don't know who you are, what you are. They store it, so they know you've been selling well. So when you come back and put your products back in there, they're gonna relatively put you in the same place where you were. Like, maybe you won't be top of page 1, but you'll be like at the bottom, or maybe page 2, but you won't be on like page 20 where no one will see you. And then all your customers that have loved your product will return, keep buying it, and you'll get back on there in no time. But just people tend to stress over these tiny little trivial things, I think, that are so insignificant to the whole comparison of the big picture. Like, you're selling on Amazon, you're making money, you have cash flow, you know how to do it. You can do it with 1 product, 2 products, 10. You can do it with 1 product, you can do it with 50 products. You go out of stock, like, you can recover. That's not something that is so dramatic and it's such a hard hit that you can never recover. Like, if all goes to shambles, you can always launch a 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 10th product, right? It's really not that bad. You just have to focus on really understanding the business model and basically keeping up with the changes that Amazon is making in order to be successful at it. And that should be your only biggest problem, and actually finding a product that makes sales. Anything else is like so trivial. You can literally just fix it, put a little band-aid on it, and move on with your life. So anyways, I hope that this was helpful. I hope you guys aren't really too much stressing. I mean, it's like, it seems like a problem, but at the same time, it's a lot of people wish they had the problem of running out of stock, right? So anyways, you guys have an amazing day, and subscribe if you want more videos. Comment down below with any questions, or go to my Instagram if you have any questions there too. But I will see you guys next time.